What's up? It's Kanika and Chanza. We're sisters. We're the owners of Curvy Rose. Welcome to our Wednesday live chat. Whoop, whoop. She's still trying to get her voice back. I'm sorry, did I hit the mic? She's still trying to get her voice back from last week, so that's part of the reason why we weren't here with you guys on Friday because, you know, she couldn't talk.
Yeah, I mean, this is still, at least you can understand me.
Understand her.
Before it was just like, if I knew sign language, which I probably should have learned, that's probably would have been my go-to.
Yeah, she had some terrible laryngitis.
Yeah,
so
on Friday I just couldn't.
Friday.
But I was gonna be on the camera and just look at y'all and go, hey.
Yeah, but we ended up having just a chat amongst ourselves. Hey, Shima, what's up, girly? And we ended up having a chat amongst ourselves, and
and we're just sorry
we
that
didn't get on.
There was a lot that we need to cover today, so let's get to it. First thing, we've received a lot of followers this week.
A lot of new followers this
and
week.
So,
thanks to the Curvy Fashionista for posting one of the shoots that we participated in with Kenny Poe, who's a model for Ashley Stewart, as well as the organizer of the shoot, which is Wedding in a Weekend, I believe. I think that's her name, Christian from Wedding in a Weekend. Hey, Kenny, what's up?
We just shouted
you out, girl.
Looking good,
Yes. Hello. And hey, Lipstick Diva. But yeah, we did this wonderful shoot, and the Curvy Fashionista reposted it yesterday. So thank you to the Curvy Fashionista. Yes, you did come in right on time. Thank you to the Curvy Fashionista for reposting for us, and for all of you lovely ladies who have just started following us yesterday. Welcome. We thank you for taking the time to follow us. And we just want to remind you to turn on your notifications for Curvy Rose so that you know when we're live and you can join in with us.
Yes, and if you missed a live chat, thank you. Voice out, mine not working. If you miss a live chat, you know we're up for 24 hours, but after that, you can always go to our website at curvyrose.com blog, and all of our archive videos are there. That's where you can, get some more information about what we do, what we love, products we love, which we're going to talk about today, as well as just get to know us personally as people.
And so, that's curvyrose.com/blog. I have all of the videos, our blog videos up there. And I'm still working on descriptions, so bear with me on that. I know I need to put detailed descriptions in there.
Yeah.
However, at least they're up.
Yeah, we do everything ourselves.
Yeah,
so,
we manage our website. So sometimes I get a little
longer.
backlog.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to it because we got a lot to cover.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. Oh, so I'm doing
Oscars are what we're going to talk about first because it's already been so many days. It's Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
So what did you all think about? I mean, I'm still swooning over the Gaga, Bradley Cooper performance. I mean, I was like, why don't we lie? Okay. What today? But
I'll barely reach. Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying, I am not per se a Gaga fan, although I respect her, But when I'm just saying I'm
No. And she's a great singer. She's a fabulous singer. I am just responding to the thing that we're all thinking about right now, which is the chemistry betwixt
that was kind of intense.
The two.
That was intense.
I don't know, when they were all
like,
I'm sorry.
And he's looking off in the distance like,
I'm hitting my head on your crown,
yes,
girl.
my crown, girl. I mean.
But that was a lot of people thought they were about to kiss.
Really? I didn't
think
that.
A lot of people did.
Not in front of his woman and his mama. Oh, no.
People were really scared that they get caught up in the moment. I don't know. But everybody, I know I was wondering about it myself, but then the fact that Irina was like, clapping and cheering. And
Yeah, I mean, they're actors, you know. I mean, they
I just
gotta
thought
put
it
on the
was-
show.
Yeah,
Everybody was anticipating it, and I thought it was really good.
It was a little awkward, but very good performance.
Yeah, I mean, and the other performance that I really liked, it was the surprise to me. But then I guess it goes back to, you know, just to my affinity for things that are vintage, is Bette Midler. I really liked.
Oh,
I liked her
yeah,
dress. I
her
liked
dress.
her
It was
performance.
very whimsical.
Chandler
It
was like, you
I
know,
mean-
but the song is really beautiful for Mary Poppins, and
Yeah.
I really liked it even when we saw the movie, and you know, and I thought that she did a wonderful job. I mean, she deserved a standing ovation. She is Lady M for a reason.
Yeah, she did a wonderful job. Another highlight for me was when Melissa McCarthy and
And the
Brian
training of
Tyree Henry came out for the costume design
that was hilarious.
presentation. I thought that
Hilarious.
was with the rabbit, and she was just going like this. I just thought that was hilarious, and also a little trail of bunnies falling behind her.
Oh my God, that was like
That
insane.
was insane.
And again, you know, that was awesome. And you know, I was sitting there trying to figure out, okay, what movie was that part, and what
It
movie
was
that?
because, you know, it was a
Yeah,
smash
I
up
know,
with like
yeah.
Mary Queen of Scots, The Favorite,
Yeah, all the
Black
the
Panther,
best picture,
all the best
yeah.
picture, and, you know, and it was just, and I'm glad that Black Panther won for that particular category.
Oh, I mean, like the costume design, go
Yes.
girls, and set design, wasn't it?
Set design,
and
costume design, won, and I think probably for some other categories like
I mean, it was
editing
wonderful.
or
I mean, Black
sound
Panther
editing.
is all about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Wakanda
yeah.
for real, you know. And then just, you know, I mean, a kid growing up in the late '80s and '90s, have to give it up to Mr. Spike Lee. I mean, like, I haven't seen Black Klansman yet, but I mean, growing up when
I mean, he got robbed back when he was nominated for Malcolm X. We all know it. We all know it. And I'm glad he finally won.
Yeah, and I
glad he
mean,
did.
it was just like a night of redemption as far as, and then people of color. I mean, Regina King, I mean, I watched 227 as a kid. I know I'm telling my age, but I earned every stripe, and I loved her. I've loved her
Regina.
all
She's
my life.
fabulous.
She's
She's fabulous, and the fact that she got her just due
was just
we love
wonderful.
that.
I mean, just in terms of like people of color, I mean, you know, it was just like across the board, even like, you know, Roma and like,
Yeah,
you know,
with the
and
indigenous.
just, I mean, I just
the
thought that was
indigenous
wonderful.
Mexican
And
actresses
then, yeah,
and
I just
everything.
thought, I just thought overall, you know, was wonderful. I mean, Best Picture went to Green Book. I'm going to suspend my judgment because I have not seen the movie, but I have heard some of the controversy.
Plenty of articles
you know,
about it,
and although we intellectually understand, you know, some of the concerns, you know, I haven't seen the movie yet, but man.
Okay, moving on.
Well, we had to cover the Best Picture one.
Okay,
You
so-
might. I mean, a lot of people don't watch the Oscars because they can be a little long-winded. But I did find that it was entertaining, more entertaining because they didn't have a host, and it wasn't so like kitschy. Like, you know, sometimes when they have those hosts, they just come up with like this like dumb stuff. You know, and it's like, I mean, because they got to fill time, you know, so you're taking selfies in the audience, passing out, you know, chicken sandwiches and stuff. I mean, like,
sometimes it's a little boring for some people, but I personally still
we like to watch because we love movies and
we love fashion,
and
so
you know,
it's kind of a smash up between the two,
right?
So
and we kind of get it, but
Yeah.
we're gonna talk a little bit about the fashions that we saw that we liked, or I don't know. Charles is gonna take the lead on this.
My favorite curvy girl of the evening. I know.
I mean, we are size inclusive, y'all. So we love a lot of the fashions that we're
fashions. I think probably one of my favorites. My printer ran out of ink before I could print. Probably one of my favorites was Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, if you like sparkle.
In that Tom Ford.
I love that dress.
all the sparkle.
I mean, but she has a banging body. I mean,
yeah,
she really
she
works.
does.
I mean, that girl is aging in reverse for real.
She really is.
Like, she's 50. I'm like,
She doesn't look it.
No,
she doesn't look it.
She looks fabulous.
Yeah.
Regina King also looked beautiful.
Who else? I liked Elaine Welteroth's dress during
yeah.
red carpet.
Feathers.
It looked like feathers
the
or something
like
going
some
on.
kind of texture going on there. That was nice.
I like that. I thought Ashley Graham looked really lovely as well.
Yeah.
She knows how to hit her angles.
Well, she's a model, you know.
I mean,
she makes
every shot was like, you know.
So that was cool.
I thought that was great.
And then, like, I felt like, I mean, just overall, there was a lot of pink. I mean, Angela Bassett looked, I mean, she always looks wonderful.
And
right?
again, aging in reverse.
But she always looks great.
Reverse.
She always looks great. And,
yeah, she does.
I mean, even the more mature women like Helen Mirren, I thought it was very. I thought that pink was very nicely done.
Well, she always pretty much hits the mark.
The pink theme was really kind of. I was kind of feeling
it.
And
J-Lo's body is crazy.
And,
also,
and then.
I
gotta go back to my 80s, 90s. That when I saw Lisa Bonet, I almost fell out my chair because you never see her. Like you see pictures of her, but you don't see her. And she was like a boss. Did you notice she was like with her man like, don't you say nothing crazy? Like when she was like Ashley Graham, she was like,
no, we're not doing that.
I love it. Because she owned the space. She was like, she's like, yeah, you may not see me that often, but I'm here, and I love it. Yeah, and he was just like, yes, dear. Like, I love you.
He's like, okay,
I'll do whatever. And they were like in that matching pink, which was really beautiful
by Karl Lagerfeld, the two outfits designed, one of his last designs, which I thought was so sweet.
Yeah, really nicely done.
Nicely done.
Okay, real quick about our curvy girls because
our curvy girls. Now, this is something that's very popular with our ladies, and we understand.
Okay, so Christian Siriano, I'll just say, to provide context. Christian Siriano is like, awesome. We like him a lot. And he has really, embraced a lot of the curvy celebrities and dressing them for award season, and we applaud him because a lot of designers
just won't do it.
They just don't feel
they
that
don't care because you're not a size 2. You don't fit into the sample,
and
so
it's
we're
like
not making it.
In a way, it's almost like, and the way I feel about it, it's almost like, well, I just don't think that a larger woman would want to wear what I like. They don't want to wear what other girls want to wear. And that's kind of like in their mindset, I think. And so they just kind of put some fabric around you and just
kind of try to camouflage everything.
And it's like,
so that you cannot see a woman's body. And that's the part that I keep seeing over and over and over again when I see these award shows and I see a curvy woman walk the red carpet. Who is not Ashley Graham. And knowing the angles. I find that they're wearing the same silhouette over and over and over again. Case in point, our lovely, lovely lady, Melissa McCarthy, this particular silhouette. Now, granted, she is wearing pants this time, which I think is awesome. She should be wearing pants. It's great because it's a popular look these days to wear pants on the red carpet. I love it. But
I hope you all see us. Because we just went down. We just went down. We just went down.
Man down.
Phone down.
It just popped off the tripod. It's like the curse of Melissa McCarthy. Okay. Let me see if I can get it back up. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We didn't know. I'll try to watch out for it if it starts to slide again. Because I was like, okay, you see me down there. Okay, we're trying to keep it moving, but
what I'm saying is this silhouette with the drape over the arm and the V-neck, we've seen on her quite a few times. I'd like to see her take a few more risks. I feel like she looks too weighed down and heavy, and it's just kind of going all the way down.
And she got long sleeves. Like, you need long sleeves and a cape. It's like.
And the cape. And I know that our curvy ladies are concerned about their arms showing because they hate their arms. But, honey, let me tell you, we're not looking at your arms. Just saying. Okay. Another example. I love my girl Octavia Spencer now.
Oh, did you see her last night on Blackish? She was like, and here's a black.
a black person
you should know about. I loved it.
But again, I love a cap sleeve. I love it because it can camouflage some but not take over the whole arm, right? Like a long sleeve would. But her whole arm, her whole upper arm is covered by the fabric.
I call it the arm apron. The arm apron.
And the arm apron, this needs to stop. No one's looking that closely at how big your arms are. What we're looking at is your face, your hair, the silhouette of the gown. And again, we always see her in this shape. We don't see her in anything fitted. We don't see her in anything.
Because she wants to be comfortable.
Because she wants to be comfortable and covered up because she's self-conscious. Honey, you need...
We love you, though.
We love you, but this right here, we need to see something different. I'd like to see something different. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and going back to that, because we deal in formal, we do formal wear. We're professionals in this.
Yeah.
And I want to say, even for our brides that are self-conscious, we have done something like this for our brides as well.
Absolutely.
But the thing is this much fabric.
It's too
much. It's like a tablecloth. You just, or I'll say a napkin. You don't need all of that to accent your arms.
And like I said, we have cap sleeves here, but it doesn't need to extend from here at the shoulder, which is at the right point, all the way down to here. This would have been fine, just right here, at this point. That would have been great. But the fact that it's extending all the way to her elbow, too much fabric. It weighs her down.
Yeah, she looks heavier.
She looks heavier than she actually is, and that's the problem.
It's about illusion, ladies. I mean, it really is. I mean, and I know that a lot of ladies, I mean, myself included, you know, we are self-conscious about certain areas of our bodies, but there again, you know, it's a tricky business.
It is.
Clothing is, and it really, we know because we talk to you all the time. Oh, my arms! I just hate my arms and stuff. And it's like we totally hear you, and we feel you. I mean, we've talked about our body issues, our body image issues growing up, and everything else. But the thing is, what we are doing is tricking the eye. So even though I'm sure Miss Octavia, she told Christian like, no, I need more fabric. I don't like that bow, and I don't want people taking pictures of me. And I feel her. I feel her on that.
Even my arms aren't as tiny as they used to be.
I feel her on that.
However, it's about camouflaging what you don't want. It's not about covering up what you don't want to see.
It's tricking the eye.
It's tricking the eye to make sure that people aren't necessarily looking in the place that you want them to look, but looking where you do. Accentuating the positive and eliminating the negative without drawing too much attention to the negative. In trying to camouflage what she wanted to hide, she was amplifying what she wanted to hide, and that's not the point. Okay, so we really want you to understand that. It's not to make fun of people or anything like that, because we love you.
We really do.
We want you to just be aware that sometimes just because celebrities wear it or just because you've seen someone else do it, it may not be the best thing for you. And yeah, like some people, their hips are more of the issue. So we camouflage in a different way with the cut of the gown and the skirt so that you don't necessarily have to wear a ball gown if you want to hide your hips. You get what I'm saying? There's more than one way to meet your need than what is the most obvious. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't always go with the obvious, and trust your stylist, because I'm sure her people. I mean, I'm sure because they have teams of people.
Yeah.
I'm sure they present all kinds of options, and then it comes down to like, I just don't want, and then you're like, okay, so
yeah,
we
and people, they make their desires known to us, and we work with that. We're not going to try to convince you of not doing something.
We ain't into fighting.
Whatever you're comfortable with, but we will make suggestions and let you know that may not be what you want to do, but if that's what you really want, then hey.
So lastly, there's a picture. Of our Queen Latifah here. And I mean, her stylist, you've seen him on her show.
Timothy Snell.
He knows how to dress the curvy frame. Yes. I have seen him dress other people, and I have hardly ever seen him go wrong. Like, he's amazing. He taps into the person's personality.
He really
and
does.
He really works on your level of confidence in the garment that you're wearing, so it's not wearing you.
Right.
And so while he's working with you, even on her show, he would he would make over people,
and he would do an awesome
he was just
job.
fabulous.
He's a
So
very
he
talented
really
person.
knows.
Yeah.
He knows
Talented stylist.
he knows the frame, and he knows Queen Latifah's frame. And you see this. I mean, yeah, you know, it's like a navy blue
it's
or
like
midnight
black, midnight blue maybe. But she's wearing a beaded fit and flare gown. She does have her sleeve covered, but it's not taking away from her and her shape. And what are we looking at the most? We're looking here at her face, and we're looking here at the smallest part of her body. And she's looking long and lean.
Yeah, she looks really great.
She looks fabulous. You don't necessarily have to be exposed and showing skin, but you do have to be balanced. And that's one of the things that we do here. We make sure that you look balanced and not all too covered up or accentuating things that you shouldn't be drawing attention to. Okay?
Yeah, trust us. We know.
Trust and believe. Yes.
We know.
Okay.
All right. So that was that. I think we talked a lot
Yes,
already,
we have.
and I want to get into my thing real quick.
We'll cover. Okay, I said on Friday that we were going to cover the Olaplex thing.
Go ahead and do it.
But
Just give me 5 minutes, but just go.
okay. So I just wanted to show you
Just show it to
two
you
of the,
promised.
because I don't have any more than number 4. But this is number 3 Olaplex, and this is number 5 Olaplex. It's on Instagram at Olaplex, OLAPLEX. I have 2 bottles right here. The number 3 is a hair perfector, and the number 5 is like a conditioner. It's a bond maintenance conditioner, and really what Olaplex does is it seals the bonds in your hair, and especially if you use at a salon number 1 and number 2, it can I don't want to say reinvigorate, but it can replenish the bonds that have been broken through hair color, through heat styling, through relaxing, through all kinds of things. And then these just help maintain the bond structure so that you still have healthy hair. It's not breaking off and all that good stuff. I'm kind of running through it a little bit fast. They're a little bit pricey. I think this is probably about $35, this little bottle here, but it's like I said, it's like liquid gold. I'm just telling you, this stuff is great. The conditioner is it's in an 8.5 ounce bottle, but it's very thick. It's very nourishing, and a little bit goes a long way. So they're available, I believe, at different retailers. I know that Sephora has it available. Amazon, sometimes you can get it there, but beware. Sometimes they have Olaplex there that ain't Olaplex. And usually the number 1 and number 2 are only available to salon stylists. Because it's a chemical, and you don't want to go crazy with it. But 3, 4, and 5 are available over the counter, like as if you can buy it as a consumer. It's done great things for my hair.
She wears her hair straight during the winter.
I wear my hair straight during the winter because my hair holds on to water a little bit more than some people, and I can't have a cold head all day, every day. So it does help with maintaining length when I had full color in my hair, as far as hey Misty,
stop taking it. Go ahead.
When I used to have full color in my hair, I used to be blonde, ombre blonde all the way down. It helped maintain my length. It didn't break off. Usually when you have color in your hair as a brown girl, your hair starts to break off. And Olaplex really helps in maintaining that. It also helps with maintaining length because of heat styling, and all kinds of things. So split ends aren't as prevalent with me now because I have the Olaplex in my arsenal to do my hair. I do my own hair. I don't go to a salon to do my hair. When I did go to the salon, yes, she would use Olaplex on my hair, but now that I'm back to doing it myself, I use Olaplex regularly as the directions indicate, of course. To keep my hair healthy and looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, what I will say is, if you do have questions about how Olaplex, how do you apply it, please DM us. Chandra will respond. She's told me about this, product for a long time.
It for years.
But
yeah.
I always have to go back to her and say, okay, so what do you put on first? Am I supposed to wash my hair first or whatever?
Yeah.
So if you have questions about it, she is an expert on using this and how often you use it, because you don't want to use it with every shampoo all the time. It's a treatment.
It's a treatment, so you shouldn't necessarily
So it's not like a shampoo and conditioner type of thing.
You shouldn't use number 3 with every wash. that might be a little too much. But the 4 and 5, the shampoo and conditioner, you can use with every wash. Okay?
Well, just
You
DM
get my
if
gist.
you have questions about it.
Yeah.
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 All right. Okay. I wanted to talk about this a lot more, but I could table it for another time. But because his book came out last week, I wanted to make sure that I discuss this. Mm-hmm. You all know Devon Franklin. He's a Hollywood producer. He produced like Heaven is for Real, and a whole host of
And he's married
movies.
to Megan Good.
You know Megan. You
Megan
Megan Good.
Yeah.
And she's,
They went for Oscars too. I saw.
I know. I thought she looked great
lovely.
too. I thought they looked great,
Yeah.
and they even prayed for their followers. So, like,
Really?
yeah, they were at the top of it's not Kodak Theater anymore.
It's Dolby.
Dolby.
Theater.
Okay,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
prayed for like frustration that people are having in pursuing their dreams and pursuing what God has called them to do. And I just think they're just the sweetest couple. We're from California, so we know all about the Hollywood thing, and it's really hard to stand in your truth and what you believe in a culture that doesn't necessarily value that.
Yeah.
Because the culture is just kind of like it goes. You just go with the flow. You know.
Right.
So I really admire them. But he came out with a book, and he was here actually in Atlanta last week. He did a lot of stops around town. We weren't able to go to any of them, but he wrote a book called The Truth About Men, and I'm telling you, see all my little tags here?
She has so many flags in here because she inhaled the book in like a day.
Yeah, because I bought it. I bought
something?
it. No, it's longer than that because I have kids. But
okay.
I bought the book. He's been even when he was in town, he was on like the local NPR stations, on radio. There's also some podcasts that he's been on. So I would encourage you, if you don't know about Devon Franklin, to follow him. Follow Megan Good on Instagram because they have some really great, encouraging things to say for just people. But the book is really about the truth about men. And if you've ever wondered, why men act like they do, especially in light of the Me Too movement, and why they just seem to not have a handle on some of the behaviors that are unacceptable to women. You need this book. I bought it from Barnes and Noble on Friday, I think it was, and I think by Saturday I was like, oh, I gotta share this. So if you ever, if you're in a relationship or you are married or you're, thinking about, dating or whatever, he basically just puts it out there. You see my pen? I got pen marks all over here.
Underlined in pink. Pen.
Because one of the and he shatters the myths that a lot of people, men and women included, have about relationships. A lot of couples, men and women alike, they think that once you get married, that all of a sudden men aren't gonna want to check out other women. Not true.
Yeah.
And it's something that we don't talk about in relationships, but it just because and so he talks about why that is, why men are still attracted, they're married or they're in a committed relationship, engaged, and why are they still checking out other women, and he talks about that and what that means and what you can do about it if you are in a relationship and you're trying to figure out okay, why is he not? I mean, it started off well, we went out a few times and he's not calling me back. What's up with that? He exposes it. All that stuff, the games that some men, a lot of men are play, he exposes it in this book. And it's really written towards men to really step up and take ownership of their behavior.
Yes.
But he also knows that women, for the most part, are going to read it. So he really, although it's written towards men and really encouraging them to take ownership of their behavior, he writes it for women to better understand men and why they are motivated by what they're motivated by.
Yeah.
So, I was gonna, I have all kinds of things. He even talks about it's important for women to know when that how you begin a relationship is really, really important.
How you finish.
I always say that. And he talks about that. He talks about if your man is cheating on you, like what you need to do, and that does not include fixing him. That and what you can do to try to repair together that relationship. He also has in here, I mean, it was just really good. There's this one chapter that I told Chanza about today because I just finished it today before we went on. But chapter 7 is, I mean, there's other parts of the book, but chapter 7, it is wonderful. Creating a safe space. I valued this chapter so much because I think as women, we tend to not recognize that men are more vulnerable than we think. And it's really important to not just, be affectionate with them, with the men in our lives, but also to be nurturing and non-judgmental, because they are really hard on themselves. They feel ashamed. They feel a lot of shame, just like we do. They feel a lot of insecurities, just like we do. And, and creating a safe space in your relationship can really, really help him to open up and share his concerns, his fears with you. And I just really felt that it was really, really valuable. He also, in here, real quick, I know we have to go. I know. But I know. But but one last thing he did was he also, I wanted to read some parts, but I'm not going to. The acceptance prayer for women. This is powerful. If you get this book, I would make a copy of this and put it on your mirror, bathroom mirror, because it really talks about owning who you are. Don't dumb yourself down for a man. Don't shortchange yourself. You are a prize. You are the one that he's coming after, not the other way around.
He is not the prize, y'all.
And
something that we have discussions with people all the time about. He is not the prize. You are the prize.
And this affirms you, and it really, really is powerful. And he talks about this a lot too. So anyway, Devon Franklin, The Truth About Men, go get it. We could even do a book club thing about it if you all want to.
And if you want,
and discuss more.
We can discuss more in depth about it, possibly on another live chat. Because, let us know if you're really interested. Comment below. Hey, Naturally Fashion. Hey, what's up? If you really want to talk more in depth about the book, we can always do live chat specifically for the book. Again, we can figure out a way to do a book club to chat and talk about it.
It's really, really important.
In person, even if you need to.
Really important.
It's a really good book.
It's timely. It's important.
We've heard a lot of great things about it. Kanika has read it. I haven't read it yet because she's reading it right now.
I'm gonna give it to her. She can take all my little stuff.
I'll leave your tabs in. Don't worry.
It's okay. I have my pink and writing. See, I can just go random. Boom,
See, back in college, she let me borrow books that she had read in college, and I'd have to sift through all her little notes and all.
I write notes. I'd be like, yes.
Trying to figure out, what is she saying on there?
I just like doing that. I'm a note taker.
Yeah, she loves breaking books down.
So anyway, I know that's kind of on a serious note and boring, I guess, for some people. But when you choose better, you live better. And when you live better, we create better communities, y'all. So,
Yeah. So I think that's it for today. I know we ran over quite a bit because
there's a lot to cover.
Because
we weren't on Friday.
We weren't on Friday, and we apologize for that. Again, if you want to know more about Olaplex and more details, feel free to DM us or let us know that you want to hear more about it, and I can run through it at a slower pace in our next chat. Remember to turn on your notifications so that you know when we're on live. We usually come on between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. Sometimes it can be a little earlier, sometimes it can be a little later, but if you turn on your notifications, you'll know exactly when we're on. So
I'll just keep showing it.
Yeah. We love you. We thank you for joining us today and for watching with us. Always choose love. Always be love. Be you. Be yourself. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.